Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's tutorial we're going to be making a half circle wrap skirt. Okay, so this is the fabric I'm going to be using. The width of the fabric is 3 yards. Okay, so I'm going to fold my 3 yards of fabric the way we normally fold for a half circle skirt. Okay, so I'm going to first fold into two, okay, along the width. Okay, so I folded it into two. As you can see, it's been folded into two. So the next thing you need to do is to fold into four. You get, so it's to fold, sorry, in form of into four, yes, but not on a straight fold but on a bias fold. So we're going to fold like this in form of a triangle. I see. So you're going to fold like this in form of a triangle. All right, so that way we have our fold, very beautiful. So now the next thing you need to do is to calculate your radius. So you're going to need your waist measurement. So the waist I'm working with is 42 inches. That's my waist circumference. So you're going to need your waist plus half of your waist. So that means 42 divided by 2 give me 21. Okay, so I'm going to do 42 plus 21. Right, so whatever that gives me, I'm going to add extra 10 inches to it. Let me do that again. You will need your waist measurement. You also need half of your waist measurement. Then you also need an additional 10 inches for seam allowance or for ease or whatever you need to do with it. So if you want just your waist plus your full waist measurement plus half of your waist measurement, is still fine. But I don't want a wrap skirt where my body will be showing, or when you move your legs will be out in the open. So which is why I'm doing the waist measurement. You need your waist. The waist I'm working with is 42. I'm going to clean all this out later. Plus half of my waist, which is 21. Okay, plus 10 inches. So 42 plus 21 is going to give us 63. Okay, 42 plus 21 will give us 63. 63 plus 10 is going to give us 73. So 73 is going to be what we use for this waist measurement. You use it as your waist measurement so that it's going to go round your body. Now, because it's a half circle flare, we're going to be dividing that 73. Let me work on a place that has blue. We're going to do that 73 divided by 3.14. So whatever you get is going to be your radius. 73 divided by 3.14 gave me 23.2. So I'll just approximate that to 23. So now what that means is from this point, okay, from this sharp point, I'm going to come down by 23 inches. And that's going to eat in so much into our fabric. 23. All right, so you're going to measure that all around. This is 23. This is 23. And this is 23. So we're just going to connect that. Now I'm going to measure this to be sure that it will give me 73 at the end of the day. Or if it will give me more, so that I can now reduce. Alright, so measuring this arc, I have 18. So 18 times 4, we need to do that. 18 times 4, whatever it gives us. If it's up to 73, then we'll know we're on the right track. Right, guys, so 18, whatever I have here, I've multiplied it by 4. I have 18.25. I multiplied it by 4 because I have 4 folds. This one is 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 folds, okay? So that gave me 73, so I'm okay with that. Now, the next thing I'm going to mark would be the length of my skirt. Okay, so I want the length to be 25 inches at the end of the day. Right, but I want 3 inches for band. Okay, so I'm going to take away 3 inches from 25. So 25 minus 3 will give me 22. Now, even at that, I'm going to need ½ inch to join this skirt to the band. That's 22 and a half. I'm also going to need 1 inch at the lower part to hem the bottom. That's 23 and a half. I hope you understand that. Let me say that again. I want a length of 25 inches on the whole. Okay, so let me just make it 26 so that it's going to be a bit longer. Okay, so let's say I want a length of 26 inches. I'm going to take away 3 inches for band. I'll be left with 23 inches. Okay, then I need 1 inch at the bottom, at the lower part, to hem it. That will be 24 inches. I also need ½ inch at this part, at this waistline, to join to the waist. That will be 24 and a half. Okay, so what I need to cut out for the length of my flare is 24 and a half. So from this arc that we've made, from this arc, okay, I'm going to measure 24 inches, praying and hoping that I have up to 24 inches. Unfortunately, I do not. You can see I have a little bit of shortage by 1.5. So, and I don't want to join this. That is funny thing. I don't want to join this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, at this point, I'm going to come up a little bit. I have a shortage of 1.5. So at this point, I'll just come up by 1.5. Okay, and connect this like this. All of these manipulations that we do, let me measure it again. Initially I got 18.25 and I have 18 plus just a little bit above or less than 0.25, so that's okay. You can see, so there are so many things you can do. If your fabric is not enough, there are so many things you can do. So I have around 18.125, which is perfect for me. All right, so from here I'm now going to mark. We got 24 and a half, Abby, so I'm going to come here and mark that 24 and a half. All right, so I'll then mark it all around 24 and a half. Okay, so just almost at the end of my fabric. Sorry, this is not my usual workstation. I'm stressing myself here. All right, so I'm also going to mark from the arc. I would mark 24.5. Okay, like this. 24.5. So what I'll do is to just go and connect them together. This is the other one. All right, so I'll just cut. So I'll cut this part out, then cut this part out. So guys, if you're new to the channel, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is Learn to Sew with Noni, and here on this channel I upload sewing tutorials. And if that is the type of content you like, I beg you, please subscribe to the channel, okay? And please, while you're at that, turn on your post notifications so that any new tutorial you get notified. So what I'm going to do is also cut along this side. So I'm going to keep this. I'll be needing it for my what's it called, for the band. Okay, so you can see I have my skirt really full. You can see there is no way this cannot go around my waist 3 times at least. That way is going to secure it very well. Let me start showing you. You can see. So there is no way this is not going to go around my waist at least 3 times. So the next thing for the band, okay, we need a lot of fabric for the band. Sorry. So I'm going to start measuring this, okay, the waistline. I'm going to start measuring because we're going to be needing that for the band, and we're still going to have, make sure that we have an excess on the band so that we can use it to tie. All right, so I have 60 here. Remember, we are aiming at 73 or so. So anything close to 70 is fine for me. So I already have 60. And this is 14, that's around 74, so I even have an excess. Okay, so you can see that. So what it means is that on my band, okay, like I said, I'm going to be using this remaining fabric for band. So on my band, I'm going to cut at least 74, which I have on the fabric. Okay, then I'll give it an extra 20 inches. So it's going to give me 10 inches on both sides, so I can use it to tie. Okay, I can even do 15. that will be 30 on both sides, so you can use it to tie it all around. Okay, so it will be very firm. You don't want it to loosen and everybody is going to see what you've been trying to hide since you became an adult. Or even when you were, I remember that time when we were small, 5 years, 6 years, we are running inside to go and beat and cover ourselves. So something you've been trying to cover since you were 6 years old, somebody will not see it for free. So you can see. I wish I can put this on my body now so you can see that it goes round my body at least 3 times. So what I'm just going to do now, this is now easy, very, very easy. Okay, very easy. If you want to attach pockets, you can fix in pockets, but I don't have enough fabric, but I'll still try to show you that. So what I'll do is just go and, you know, hem the bottom all around. Then I'm going to fix my band. Okay guys, so please ignore how I'm looking. Okay, I'm at home and yeah, so this is the skirt, the wrap skirt I've already cut out. You can see how wide it is. Like I said, I wanted to put it on my body so that you can see, so that if you're cutting now, maybe you're watching it as a cutting, so you don't get confused. So this is it. So remember, I have 3 inches for band, though, in case you now think it's short. Okay, so I want it to be a little bit above my belly button. So this is one side. You can see it has to go half of your body, you can see. So then this other one has covered. Now this is the reason I added extra 10 inches. Okay, normally it's supposed to stop here. You know, we added your waist measurement plus half of your waist, so half of your waist is supposed to end here. But if you now move, your body might be showing. So that was why we added extra 10 inches. So this is that extra 10 inches that will then come to the back and stay, so that it can secure properly, so you will not be seeing your body, nobody will be seeing your body when you move. Okay, so that's the reason why we added an additional 10 inches. I hope you understand that now. So I'll just go and fix in my band and hem the bottom, and that's it guys. If you now want to fix in pocket, so this is the right time to, you know, mark the midpoint. Okay, so that from there you can now determine where the pocket will be. So you are seeing it here. Now this is the midpoint somewhere here. Okay, so you can now maybe use your chalk. You can do it on your clients. Just use your client cloth to place on your body, you know, not like you're wearing it, just to know where to mark it. Okay, so this is an easier method. I can show you another method to do it, but this is an easier method. So you're going to place it like this. This is the midpoint. So that way you can now strategically place your pocket in such a way that you can put your hands like this. Okay, or you can put it like this. But putting your pocket like this doesn't look good, so you can put it somewhere here, so you can put your hands like this. So it means that your pocket is going to be somewhere on the 2 sides like this, in between this middle line, so that by the time you remove this fabric from your body, you're going to know the part. All right guys, so I've cut out my band. Let me just keep this aside. So this is the band. Okay, so remember I said earlier that I want a band height of 3 inches. Okay, I want a band height of 3 inches. So this is my the length of the ankara. Ankara is always by 45, you know that. So let me just measure it so that we are sure. Ankara is usually of the length of 45 to 46. Okay, I call it 45 because I like to take out these small edges. Okay, this small the self-weight, I like to take it out. So by the end of the day, I have like 45 as the length of my ankara. So now, like I said, I want a band height of 3 inches. So now what it means is that the width, okay, of this my band is going to be 7 inches. Okay, when it's open, so you can see I have 7 inches. Okay, that way by the time I fold the band into 2 like this, I'm going to have around 3.5. You can see that I have 3.5, right? So now that means it's going to give me my band of 3 inches, and this half inch is is the same allowance that I'll use to attach this band to the skirt. Now your skirt can be long, it can be maxi, it can be 3/4, it can be short. I made mine to be 3/4. You can make yours short, you can make yours long. It is the same procedure. Okay, so just going to give you a beautiful wrap circle skirt or half circle skirt. So like I said, ankara is usually by 45, so like I have 3 pieces of this by 45 and 7 inches wide or 7 inches width. Okay, so this is 45, this is 45, this gives me 90 plus an additional 45. So it's going, so the band is going to be wide enough for me to go around the waistline, which is around 73, like what we saw, okay, when we were cutting. I have like 73 to 74. So this is going to be enough for me to go around on the skirt itself. Then it's still going to have enough excess or allowance for me to tie it at the back, or tie it back and front, you know, just to secure it properly, okay. It has to go around my waist, so I can secure it by the side, the front, or the back, wherever I want. That way it's secured very well, so that I don't have to worry about my skirts losing on the way. All right, so now that the band is out of the way, the next thing is the pocket. Okay, luckily I have a little bit of fabric that I can use for my pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut out this part. Okay, I'll just measure it out. All right, so the length I want for my band, I want around 12 inches. I want 10 inches, okay, but I'm going to make it 12 inches. So by the time I fold the top and the bottom part, I'm going to have at least 10 inches. So I'm going to mark 12 inches. If 12 inches is too much for you, you can do 11, okay. All right, so then the width I want for my pocket is 10 inches or so. So we are doing 11 by 10. You can as well do 9 inches. Let me do 9 inches so that I don't have a pocket that is too wide. Okay, so 9 inches. This leg doesn't need to get to 9 inches. Okay, the bottom part and the middle part just is what you want to get to, at least 9 inches. Sorry about that. So let's say this is the width of my pocket. You can see, so the length is 11 inches and the width is 9 inches. Now what I'm going to do is at this upper part here, I'm going to mark at least 5 inches. Okay, 5 inches should be fine. I'll mark at least 5 inches. Then I'll come down by at least 7. Okay, 6.5 to 7. Let me just do 6 inches. Okay, or 6.5. From here, come down by 6.5, then you curve it out like this so that your hands can move in. So when you look at it like this, you're going to use your hand to test it out, okay, to see if it enters. But whenever I'm doing this, I like to do like at least 7 inches, okay. But let me just do that 7 inches that I'm used to. So if you have your curve ruler, you can use it to curve it out to that 7 inches. So just know that 6 inches, 6.5, 7 inches is fine for this, okay. Now this is what 7 inches gives me. It's going to give me enough room for me to put my hands. So you can still do 6.5. So by the time you fold in, do you get? So this is how I've done my pocket. So I'll just go and cut it out. So just one piece. So you're not cutting it on fold. Just open like this. You just go ahead and cut out 2 pieces. Okay, so I'm just going to try to see if it can, you know, get into this place. Yes, we did it. So you have to make sure that you wrong side face wrong side, or right side face right side, so that you don't go ahead and cut 2 left pockets or 2 right pockets. So it's enough. All right, so guys, this is my pocket. You can see this is my pocket. So what I'll do is I'll go and fold this place into 2. I can use my iron to iron it like this, then I'll stitch on it. Okay, then at this place I would also iron it inside, even this side, all of these places. Okay, you can just go ahead and maybe use your bias tape to secure this part, or still use the fabric as bias to secure this part. Then hem this part, secure it, hem the bottom part like this. Use your iron. Okay, you secure it, then you also fold. So what I like to do, because I don't like to have so many lines running across my pocket, I just use my iron, okay, to fold it. I use the iron to fold it like this, fold like this, it will be firm. The same thing to this place, I'll fold like this. Even this side, I'll still fold using my iron. Okay, even at this place, this is the only part I'll use bias to tape. Okay, but you can still hem it a little bit like this. You can see, if you don't want to use bias, you can always hem it small. So that is it. I'm just going to show you how to place it. So remember that on the dress, okay, when I place this on my body, I use my chalk to mark a midpoint. Okay, so I'm trying to find that midpoint, and I found it. All right, so this is that midpoint. So what I'm just going to do is, this is that midpoint. So my pockets can be anywhere from that midpoint. You can see it's not going to be so far from it. You want to place your pocket first before you fix in the band. Okay, so 3 inches away from the pocket is fine. From the midpoint is fine. You can see that. So this is it. I'm just going to sew my pocket first. I'll sew in my pocket first before I fix in the band. Okay, so that the upper parts like this will be inside. Okay, so there is no need for you to fold the upper parts. You can just fold these sides. Okay, but this upper part you can leave it so that it's going to enter into the band. Okay, then after that you hem the bottom, and that's all, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'll just go and do all of this on my machine and show you. This is the outcome of our half circle wrap skirt, and it's beautiful, very, very beautiful. Like check this out. So make sure you make one for yourself. You can send it to me on WhatsApp on the number showing on your screen. All right, so I hope you like it.